Here's how you size up your parchment paper for your pizza. Align it with your pizza peel here. Fold it to size. Crease. And then use an offset cake spatula between the folded piece and slide it out. The pizza balls have been resting in my oven with the light turned on for about 2.5 hours, and we're ready to get this rolling. Flip one dough onto a lightly floured surface. Get some flour on the sides of your hand and spread this out a little bit. We're trying to form somewhat of a crust here. You can pick it up and stretch at the edges of the dough, letting the weight of the dough help you shape your crust. I've tried a couple of different recipes, and this one by far is the best one I've made, where the dough is less likely to tear as you're shaping the crust. It's a nice cross between thick and thin. You can watch looking through the dough as you're shaping it, but I like this size. I'm going to transfer this to my prepared parchment. And we'll go one more time. Flip it on here. Shape it out a little bit. Pick it up. You can see there's still some nice bubbles on the dough. Alright, I'm going to make the first pizza a sweet South Carolina mustard and pulled pork pizza. That is my favorite of all the pizzas we've made. So just a light brush of oil, this is extra virgin olive oil, along the rim. Then we get to top it. First thing that goes on is, got a 1/4 cup here of that sweet Carolina mustard. Some escaping on the sides. It's alright, it's alright. There we go. And then a little bit of cheese, just a little bit. I don't like a whole lot of cheese. So one of the things about making pizza on the egg that I've discovered is you want your dough to be a couple inches shy of the pizza stone. Otherwise the edges are going to burn. And here goes the pork. And then we've got teamwork here. My husband actually mans the egg outside, so unlike most of the time when I make videos, it's just me. Chopped green bell peppers, some onions. I like a little bit more pepper. We'll go with a little bit more pork. Not too heavy. We don't want to go make this too heavy on the pizza crust. And then I'm going to use my other hand. Another handful of cheese. And this is ready to go in the egg. 2 minutes, and then my husband pulls the parchment paper off from under the pizza using a pizza peel, and then it goes for about another 5 to 8 minutes depending on how hot that egg is. This one is just going to be a Hawaiian pizza with pepperoni and pineapple. A light coating of extra virgin olive oil. This was my smallest dough of the batch, so it's going to be a little smaller, but it's okay. Then we've got some pizza sprinkles, I like to call it. Adds a little more flavor. And we can put the rest of our toppings on. About 1/3 of a cup of pizza sauce, and this is just canned or jarred, I forget which one. No particular brand. And a little bit of cheese. So when we make pizza, we make all 10 of them. We use all 10 pieces of dough because it's a lot of work to get everything prepped and, you know, just cook a few or 5. So I doubled the batch. I made 2 batches of the dough. And then we have some for leftovers. And the best way to reheat leftovers and the pizza still stay delicious is to preheat your oven to 350. Use a cake pan with a 2-inch lip. Spray the pan with nonstick spray. Put your pizzas right on the pan. Cover the cake pan with foil and just seal around the edges so it's a nice tight seal, and then bake it for 15 to 20 minutes. And the bottom of the pizza stay crispy. The crust is nice and soft. So it really helps to prepare meals all week when you have leftover pizzas. We'll generally eat maybe 5 pizzas, and then we have 5 more for the rest of the week. Here we go. That's our Hawaiian pizza with pepperoni and pineapple. I used freshly cut pineapple and I mixed it with canned pineapple. Both were frozen. I'm going to make a bacon and cheese pizza, but the pizza sprinkles that I was referring to earlier is just this jar of various sprinkles: garlic and onion, Toscana, red pepper, Italian herbs. I find it makes the pizzas more flavorful. So here we've got about a 1/3 cup of sauce again. It's nice to make pizza on the egg. The crust is excellent. Once you've had pizza cooked on the egg with the right crust and toppings, you're never going to want to buy pizza again. Only if you have to. A little bit of cheese. I was not so inclined to make my own bacon bits. It's just a lot of work. Store-bought bacon bits, or you can crumble up fresh bacon, I guess, if you wanted to. It's my son's favorite, bacon and pizza. And just more cheese. We've got a brisket pizza, and again I just brushed the edges of the dough with EVOO. And here's a 1/4 cup of my homemade sweet ketchup barbecue sauce. And we've got some smoked brisket that we did. A while ago. So I separate the brisket I'm going to use for pizza because you don't need a whole bunch of it depending on how many smoked brisket pizzas you're going to make, and vacuum sealed it and kept it in the freezer. And then when we make pizza, we have it. Some green bell peppers. So for me, when we do pizzas, I have to make sure that we've got some smoked brisket and some pulled pork. Otherwise, what's the point? Some grown-up pizza. My kids won't eat this yet. And then we've got some onions.